Streaming is live and we're recording.
Good evening, everyone. This meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. Notice of this meeting was sent to the Cape May Star and Wave and the Atlantic City Press, posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building, and has remained continuously posted as the required notice under the statute. In addition, a copy of this notice is and has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the municipal clerk. If we could all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and silence our phones. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Stand firm and with my moment of silence to mark the passing of President Carter. Our friend and neighbor, Jeff Hubbard, is going to sing the Star Spangled Banner for us.
Oh, you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam. And bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, may does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and
Appreciate it. We have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonicello,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
here.
Mayor Sabo.
Here. Also reflect, Clerk Teresa Donato, Deputy Clerk Aaron Sear, our solicitor Frank Carrani, and his teammates, Eric Rizana, Joseph, our finance specialist, Lauren Vitelli, our borough engineer, Tony Chadwell, and our public works manager, Greg Basil, also in attendance. And thank you for coming out tonight. And the public here. All right, this is our reorganization meeting. So we are sticking to the matters that need to be attended to tonight. First up is the minutes of the December 18th, 2024 work session and regular meeting. So everybody's had a chance to review them.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting.
December 18th.
The second motion to approve.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonicello,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 1-25.
I make one motion, may I? I'd like to add that we read each resolution separately and vote on them separately.
That's what I'm doing, Jeff. Thank you. Resolution 1-25, providing for a temporary budget for the Borough of West Cape May, New Jersey for fiscal year 2025. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 0125.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 02-29, providing for a temporary budget for the Borough of Westgate, New Jersey for fiscal year 2025, water and sewer. May I have a motion to approve this resolution, please?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 02-25.
I'll second motion, but I'd like to just add that we actually read the resolution, not just the title. Each resolution, so we can explain to the public.
Okay.
That's really not necessary, Jack. I mean, it's been posted, hasn't it?
No, just the agenda is supposed to.
The meeting packets on the.
Just the title of the book, the actual resolution is not posted.
Do you want Teresa, answer that question
Answer what question?
about whether it's posted?
A meeting packet is posted, every resolution was attached and uploaded to the website. Yeah.
I believe on the Robert's Rule of Order, if one commissioner makes a motion to have all read, it has to be done. I believe that's parliamentary, I think Frank is wrong.
Actually, it needs a second or the motion dies.
Not on reading the resolutions.
I can't hear what.
He said if a commissioner makes a motion, that it has to happen. I said, no, a motion needs a second or the motion dies.
That's correct.
This is on reading the resolutions, not just the title.
All right, let's move on.
I think it's easier.
I'll move on.
The people.
Let's move on. Okay, so resolution 02-25, whereas New Jersey statutes Title 40A, colon 4-19 provides that the governing body of municipalities may by resolution adopted prior to January 31st of the fiscal year, make appropriations to provide for the period between the beginning of the fiscal year and the adoption of the full year budget. And whereas the total of such appropriations so made shall not exceed 26.25% of the total of the appropriations made for all such purposes, excluding debt service, capital improvement fund, and for public assistance appropriations. And now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Borough of Westgate, Maine, Cape May County, that a temporary budget be established for the Borough of Westgate, Maine for the fiscal year 2025, and be it further resolved that such appropriations be made in accordance with the descriptions and amounts as represented on the attached sheet. That's so follows. Do I have a motion to approve resolution 02?
You already have a
Oh,
motion.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonicello,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes.
Can I make a suggestion? And Jack, your point is well taken. I think for the audience, reading through these things with a lot of language is not really explaining what each of the resolution is. I suggest we just say, for example, the one we just did, that since we don't do the budget until the end of the first quarter, we need to make a resolution to have a temporary budget so we can pay our bills for the first quarter. And the number is 26.25% of last year's budget. I think that's much more understandable than actually reading it. So I would like to make a suggestion, yes. I'm asking, would you be willing, Jack, to have an explanation rather than, is that fine? I think that's, I honestly think that would be fair.
it's a quick thing. It's something.
Whatever.
Is that what's for you? Okay, thank you.
Resolution 03-25, cash management plan, adopting the cash management plan. All right, I might just read this because I look at it, because, I mean, unless you can. Why don't you just explain this one real quick for me, please? Because I would probably end up just reading this out loud. You want to turn on your microphone?
So this resolution is really just explaining where the borough is putting their money and that we're allowed to put it there.
This is a standard resolution that is adopted every year that indicates how the borough state is going to spend its money.
That we have a CFO who does these things and the designation of depositories where things are going. And we have the authority to invest our money.
And then we have the cash management plan that allows us to spend money.
So this is authorizing local government to do its job, basically. So, All right,
The only thing I don't see here, it doesn't define, it gives definitions of all the CFOs, designation of depositories, or requirements, authority to invest, investment instruments, records, reports, and cash flow. I don't see, what are the interest rates? Is there an interest rate?
That's a whole nother,
that's a different resolution.
resolution, a different resolution.
Okay, great.
All right, can I have a motion to approve?
I'll give you a motion to approve resolution 0325, adopting a cash management plan.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antoncello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 0425, setting the date, time, and place of Board of Commissioners meetings. These meetings will be posted on the website for all to see and advertised in the papers of record as well. So, again, they will all be posted always the second and fourth Wednesdays of the month, unless there's some glitch around the holidays. But, so. let's do-
I'd like to say one thing. There was a meeting last night on the planning and zoning, and it happened prior to this meeting. How can we, I thought that our meeting, the realization was the first meeting of the year, coming out of the rocks. But there was a meeting last night, and they actually designated, engineers and attorneys prior to this meeting. So I didn't know if there was a conflict.
There's no conflict. The
Of
statute,
course.
the municipal land use law provides for the planning board to have its own reorganization. That's what they did. The fact that it happened before our meeting has no legal significance.
Okay. Okay, what would happen in case someone voted against opposite of what they voted for? How would that work out? Since happened in other communities.
Jack, they're studying, that meeting was an organizational meeting for the master plan review committee. They're going to eventually report to us.
That's what-
So that's the,
Zoning board,
I beg your pardon?
who's the full
Planning and
zoning.
Oh, okay, all right.
I just felt that we should have our meeting first. Whether it's January 1st, second, make it everyone second.
That's not required.
Resolution 05-25, designating.
You gotta vote on it.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve resolution number 04-25, dates, time, and place of Board of Commissioners.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antoncello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 05-25, designating holidays. It says saying what the holidays are and the dates they will be celebrated in the borough, thereby resulting in a closed municipal building. Can I have a motion to approve resolution 05-25?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 05-25, the designated holidays.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antoncello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 06-25, designation of departments for the Borough of Commissioners. This is the division of duties and assignments for each of the three commissioners sitting here. In the interest of continuity, I'm suggesting that things remain the same as previous years.
I wrote a letter to Frank, I questioned some of my duties, and I tried to get some changed. And I haven't gotten a response back specifically on, was it OEM and maybe Historical Society. I also questioned the deputy mayor's position. I thought that was unfairly given last year, and I thought that it should be returned to me this year based on my letter to Frank.
Is there a question?
Yeah,
What's the question?
the question is that we're having a reorganization meeting, and I feel that I should be deputy mayor, and I feel I should have the historical side
Well,
versus.
by statute, the designation of assignment of departments is left to the discretion of the commission. And as long as that discretion is not exercised unreasonably or arbitrarily, that's what the statute provides.
Last year, I won the election and I had no say. I think that's the nature.
You're asking me a legal question. You're asking me a legal question about what the statutes say. My job is to provide legal advice. My legal advice is that it's discretionary. Your request is essentially a political request, and it's up to the discretion of the commission.
Well, this town, it's honored. That's why I look at this. We had a very weird and unusual circumstance. So we had a special election. There was an election, and I had won the special election, and I had no say in my departments. None of the guys have had the past. That's all I'm asking. The other people have had choice. They picked it what they want.
Make your case to the other commissioners. If they agree with you, then they'll reallocate the departments. If they don't agree with you, their decision stands because the commissioners, that's a discretionary decision of the commissioners, and as long as it's not completely arbitrary, it's not illegal.
I didn't say it was illegal. I said I don't believe it was consistent with past practices of how this commission government law works.
The statute essentially says, I'll read it as a matter of fact. Where should it say that? The statute says that the designations may be changed whenever it appears the public service would be benefited thereby. So it's up to the commission.
I understand that.
Well,
They would see soon as well.
So make your case to them. Don't ask me for a legal opinion and say
That's-
they have to follow past.
I wrote you a letter.
They don't have to, Jack, let me finish. They don't have to follow past practice. Sometimes the commission does, sometimes the commission doesn't. As long as their decision is not arbitrary and capricious, then the discretionary decision stands. I can't say it any more clearly than that.
No, it's clear and I understand. So we're not gonna change anything, we're gonna keep it as it's printed on today's agenda. Harold, we're not gonna change anything?
I don't see any need to, I think we need to be consistent.
You don't see a need because you want your way, so does George. And it's unfortunate that, you're not playing the game right, you're changing the game in midstream. And that's how I feel.
I'm going to listen to why you think that you should be deputy mayor other than you want to, and why.
No, you want to.
And why you think you should have what you like to do rather than what you've been assigned to do. I didn't pick mine. They were assigned to me. I didn't have any say in the matter. They were given to me. So I'm not sure. But if you want to make your case, I'm happy to listen.
I may make case in the past, but for example, emergency management. Basically, every community in the whole entire state, it falls on the police and fire. But our town, it falls on the public works. If you want to keep it that way, fine. So that's up to you guys.
Your motion in a second.
Can I have a motion on resolution 06-25?
I'll make a motion on resolution 06-25, designation of departments for borough commissioners.
I'll second that motion. May I roll call, please?
Commissioner Santicello,
Abstain.
Deputy Mayor Jeff,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Designation, resolution 07-25, designation of official depositories and signatures. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Borough of Westgate, May, the official depositories of the borough shall be Sterling savings and any other depository for public funds regulated by Governmental Unit Depository Act. It's the general account, this person official is the mayor, deputy mayor, finance commissioner, chief financial officer, municipal clerk, or finance assistant. Payroll is, mayor, deputy mayor, finance commissioner, chief financial officer, municipal clerk, or financial assistant. Municipal court bail is the court administrator, deputy court administrator, or the judge. Municipal court general, fund court administration, administrator, deputy court administrator, or judge. And tax title lien redemption is the tax collector. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'd like to make a comment, please. Again, I'd like to amend and change on the dispersing officials, it says mayor and deputy mayor, why can't it say board commissioners? Why is it only those two guys, not myself? So I can't write a check, I can sign a check, that's what it's saying.
That these mean that these people can sign the checks.
All commissioners are equal, again, we understand.
Share in charge of revenue, finance. So,
I don't see Frank Powell in this room. Is he here? CFO Frank Powell? He's the chief financial officer for the Westgate Paper, right?
correct, he's one of the signers. He's one of the signing people for checks.
So I guess I'll be left out of this one too, huh?
The clerks have their own responsibilities of who can sign there. So, then I have a motion to approve resolution 07-25.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 07-25, designation of official depositories and signatures.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santillo,
Actually,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 08-25, fixing the rate of interest on delinquent taxes and assessments and fixing the penalty on delinquent taxes and municipal charges. This is, this amount of, that is allowed, is, designated by statute that we're allowed to charge on delinquent taxes. And cannot exceed, it permits a 6% penalty on taxes and, so, and that penalty shall be fixed for the life till the end of the year. And then 18% on delinquent accounts in excess of 1,500. So those are statutory, they can't exceed that amount, and then, okay, can I have a motion to approve resolution 08-25?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 08-25, fixing rate of interest on delinquent taxes and assessments and fixing a penalty on delinquent taxes and municipal charges, 2025.
second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santillo,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 09-21 is authorizing our tax assessor to file regular appeals on behalf of the Borough of West Cape May to the Cape May County Board of Taxation. So this is our tax assessor, is hereby authorized and empowered and directed to file regular appeals with the Cape May County Board of Taxation on our behalf within the scope of her job description. Can I have a motion to approve resolution 09-25?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 09-25, authorizing tax assessor to file regular appeals on behalf of the Borough of West Cape Bay to the Cape May County Board of Taxation.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santillo,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 10-25, designation of officials for the Joint Insurance Fund and Municipal Excess Liability Fund. This is, naming the fund commissioner as, George will be the fund commissioner, the alternate fund commissioner is Lauren Martelli, the claims coordinator is Teresa Antiato, and the safety coordinator is Teresa Antiato. Motion to approve.
I have a comment there. I don't think we're allowed to get these members on this board. Like, I had no meeting with us, we didn't talk about this. It has been,
Again,
it's here today.
it's part of, Lauren's job duties to be a fund commissioner. as our finance specialist. She's in charge of, all of our, insurance issues, and, that's how it was decided.
It was never asked for.
But it's just, well, that, again, you're raising a political issue. It just requires these appointments to be made.
This is it's a pretty heavy lift. There's 12 meetings,
Yeah.
4 quarterly executive meetings.
Is there any panic on this?
There's only my time with my driving back and forth. I go to a 2-hour meeting once a month. I'm on the claims, subcommittee for this, so I listen to every claim. So when you heard about the woman suing Wildwood about the watch the tram car, I was the first to hear that because they said it in her meeting. It made me laugh, actually. I go to those meetings. In fact, I have one tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. They're at least 2 hours long. That's once a month. And then I go to a quarterly commission meeting. Some are virtual, but some are, one was in Mays Landing, one just was in East Vineland. So I do that, and I've done that all year. It is interesting because you really see how other municipalities do their insurance and how different claims come about and why we have to be in a pool because we would never be able to afford the insurance without it. So it's and how I got this job, Jack, Carol had been doing it for a while. Carol didn't no longer have the time to do it, and she asked me if I would do it.
I just want to reflect that I was an executive board member for Police and Fire Insurance for 15 years. It was a $2 million company. I sold life insurance, I sold insurance, I sold annuities, and also investing in insurance. So I have a lot of knowledge in insurance. I have something to bring to the table, so if they should need an alternate, I can handle the position pretty well.
Thank you.
Good to know. I have a motion to approve resolution 10-20.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 10-25.
I'll second that. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanchella,
Abstain.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 11-25, designation of the official newspaper. The official newspaper shall be the Cape May Star, I believe, and alternately in the press of Atlantic City. We did investigate, using the Herald. They were, Star and Wave charges us $14 a line, and Herald is $24 a line. So, my recommendation is that we stick to what we have. I have a motion to.
I make a suggestion. This was brought up at the League of Municipalities. It was very, it's a big problem coming forth in the future. And I was just wondering, we could be ahead of the curve possibly by having a direct email to all the residents, maybe a possible newsletter created that we can give the residents of West Cape Bay. Sorry to newspaper.
Is that would that be considered a notification, sending direct email? It has to be in a publication?
No,
Okay.
it's not, that's too.
This is for legal notices, this is the designation of the official newspaper for legal notices. Other communications, absolutely, we do, include a newsletter with our, tax bills every year. Obviously, the increased use of social media, for better or worse, it is something that people look to besides the website.
So the legal notices would be good in case someone had a tax delinquent that they didn't know, weren't aware, but they missed the paper, it goes to their house.
Absolutely, already does, it goes by regular circle, absolutely. Motion for resolution 11-20.
I'll make a motion for the resolution of number 11-25, designation of official newspaper.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sanchella,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 12-25, establishing change funds. This literally allowing the municipal clerk, tax collector, and municipal court to have a certain amount of cash in order to give change to residents when they're paying the bill. Or in the case of the court, violation. So it's in the amount of $100 each. Can I have a resolution?
I'd like to make a comment on this resolution. It only has 3 department heads. How about someone from the finance office? They have to bring more than $100 check without any kind of approval?
They're not, it's not a check, this is an amount of cash to have on hand. To give, so these are the only folks that would be collecting any money. So the tax collector, the court, and the clerk would, have that cash on.
I'd like to make a motion to approve, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution number 12-25, establishing change funds.
A second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ansel,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. If we could, take 13 and 14 together, I will explain and read them out loud. The resolution 13-25 is deferred school tax levy for Lower Cape May Regional, as our regional high school. And resolution 14-25 deferred school tax levy for West Cape May Elementary School. This, again, is, our obligation to the schools. This is allowing us to, pay their bill prior to us passing our budget, because those bills come in, prior to the municipal budget being passed. So I would ask that they be considered together. So if we can have a,
I'd like to talk about resolution 1425 separately.
okay,
Quickson,
can I have a motion to approve resolution 13-25, please?
I'll make a I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 1325, deferred school tax levy for Lower Cape May Regional School.
a second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ansel,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Go ahead, Jen.
with regards to resolution 1425, there's been a lot of media talk and throughout the state articles in the paper, interviews with people, even the own board of ed in the Lower Cape May Regional.
This
There's
is,
specifically like they call 3488, that's talking about district regionalization. It's hot and heavy right now. And I just wanted to just make a statement. If our political leaders and our school boards fail to embrace this opportunity, they owe the public an explanation as to why in the future. Start now. So,
Who's that vote for?
myself.
Joe. Okay. That's great.
okay.
Just so that, it's just a serious thing, I was wondering how this affects this type of thing now, do we have to, can we wait, do we have to?
I think, Jack, it would be difficult, since we're not gonna change the way we send our kids to elementary school in the next 3 months, so we need to pay the bill. Longer term, is that an issue that could be discussed? Sure, but I don't think it's for this meeting. Yeah, this resolution.
We don't govern school board.
So I'll make a motion to approve resolution 1425, deferred school tax levy for West Cape May Elementary School.
I'll second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ansel,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 15-25, for our deputy municipal clerk. That would be Aaron Searson to my left, and I'm happy to appoint her for this coming year.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 1525, appointment of deputy municipal clerk.
second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ansel,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 16-25, appointing a municipal housing liaison and trust fund reporter. This position has been held with great diligence and attention to detail by Lauren Vitelli, and this resolution continues her role as in that position.
I would like to make a comment. I have no idea what this position is or what it does, if it has an extra salary. I want to
It's not an extra salary. It's not an extra salary, it's
I'm not misasking. And with all the affordable housing, I thought maybe, is this job still needed?
It's statutory, it's required by New Jersey Administrative Code regulations.
What are the roles and responsibility? What is it? Does? What do they do?
She is responsible for the reporting on the monies that are taken into the public fund. She is responsible for being liaison to, the individual professionals that we hire to, weigh in on our affordable housing.
You can be approval liaison, I saw this.
This is a statutory, if you ask that question, yeah.
It's a good.
So, you know, it's a statutory requirement that we have somebody in that position. She's been doing it for all the years she's been here, 12 years.
And she wanted to tell them.
I'll resend you the local finance notice that I sent everyone where the DEP requires this position in every municipality.
Yeah, no one's questioning their right.
I'll just send you all these thinking to you. It describes it all.
Motion for resolution 1625, please.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 1625, appointing Lauren Vitelli to municipal housing liaison and trust fund report.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonelli,
yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 17-25, appointing class 3 member of the planning and zoning board. This class 3 member is Commissioner Hick. He is, the class 3 members are to be members of the governing body, and he's been serving in that position well, and I'd like to continue that position.
George.
I second that.
Roll call.
Roll call.
Commissioner Antonelli,
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yay.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 18-25, renewal of trailer park license for 2025 Broadway Trailer Park.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution 1825, renewal of trailer park license for 2025 Broadway Trailer Park.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonelli,
yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 19-25, renewal of trailer park license for 2025 Westwood Global Estates.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 1925, renewal of trailer park license for 2025 Westwood Mobile Estates.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Antonelli,
yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 20-25, this is a resolution reaffirming the Borough of Westgate Main's civil rights policy with respect to all officials, appointees, employees, prospective employees, volunteers, independent contractors, and members of the public that come into contact with municipal employees, officials, and volunteers. Just reading the first paragraph, it's the policy of the Borough of Westgate Main to treat the public, employees, prospective employees, appointees, volunteers, and contractors in a manner consistent with all applicable civil rights laws and regulations, including but not limited to the Federal Civil Rights Act of 1964, as subsequently amended, the New Jersey Law Against Discrimination, the Americans with Disabilities Act, and the Conscientious Employee Protection Act. So this is reaffirming that policy. People who are come in contact with this borough and that work here are individuals deserving of respect and consideration. I have a motion to approve.
I'd like to make a comment on resolution 2025. I had written a letter to Frank prior to the meeting you guys were CC'd, and I questioned, not the civil rights, but the language and the authority given to section 4, section 6, 7, and 8, where it says mayor. I feel that the Georgetown government has no say or chief executive, that the word commissioner should replace the word. I really firmly believe that I have to do my diligence and research on our former government.
I responded to your email, Jack.
Yeah, I respect you.
31st of December.
Yes.
You're raising essentially a semantic quibble. I mean, the mayor is, designated the mayor, right? It's true that she is that the mayor is a commissioner and in a commission form of government. That her, authority is to essentially preside at meetings and doesn't really, as a policy-making matter, exceed, the authority of any other commissioner. But to call her the mayor as opposed to the commissioner, to call the position the mayor as opposed to the commissioner doesn't seem to me to have any legal significance whatsoever.
And I would suggest that all of us as commissioners would be responsible for upholding these policies.
The general complaint procedure that's attached to this resolution spells that out. It gives you other people that you can go to if you're comfortable going to a particular commissioner or department head, either to the mayor, the municipal clerk, or a borough solicitor. It spells it out right in the general procedure which is attached.
Then why can't this say the commissioners shall establish as a section 6 and as a section 7, the commissioners shall establish, and again, section 8, the mayor, right, versus the commissioners. Shall cause.
As Teresa just said, our civil rights personnel policy says the mayor is the designated, person to handle complaints. Or to ensure compliance, I should say. Not do any investigation. They're simply there to ensure that's simply to ensure that the borough complies with federal and state civil rights.
She's the person accountable to make sure that this is done, that's all.
We're all accountable, we're all commissioners, we're all commissioners. There's no single chief executive. That's what confusion would be.
That's not what this is about. You're not reading what the, what this
So I'm
resolution.
reading it clearly, it says mayor, I'm just questioning the word, but I'm reading it. Okay.
Any motion on resolution? And that's 20-25.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve resolution number 2025, reaffirming the Borough of West Cape May civil rights policy with respect to all officials, appointees, employees, prospective employees, volunteers, independent contractors, and members of the public that come into contact with municipal employees, officials, and volunteers.
Unfortunately, I have to abstain because I feel strong.
Let's get a second.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Abstain, pending language.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes,
Mayor Singer.
Yes. Resolution 21-25, setting the dates of events for Wolverhampton Park 2024. The sole event at the park will be the Strawberry Festival on June 7th, 2025, rain date June 8th. Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 21-25, setting the dates of the events for Wilbraham Park.
Second.
Hold on a second. That should say setting dates of the events for Wilbraham Park 2025.
Oh, sorry.
So if you can
I will edit that.
make that change, thank you. I'll make the motion with the change.
Roll call, please. I'll do it in a second.
No,
I need a second on the rest.
Second motion of change. Correcting it.
Commissioner Anton,
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Singer.
Yes. Resolution 22-25, authorizing the water sewer clerk and tax collector to cancel overpayments or delinquencies under $10. So that's a 6
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 22-25, authorizing the water sewer clerk and tax collector to cancel overpayments or delinquencies under $10.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Singer.
Resolution 23-25, appointing deputy emergency management coordinators William Isaac and Robert L. Rowe Jr. I should say Jr.
So he's actually not,
No, he's not a junior.
he is not a junior, his father's a junior.
That's why I apologize. So he's a veteran.
He's actually not the third because his middle name's,
Okay.
he's not the third.
All right. I'm just trying to put things in succession. I learned that, sorry about that. Okay, that's,
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 23-25, appointing deputy emergency manager coordinators Lee Isaac and Robert Elwell.
Second motion,
roll call please.
Commissioner Santicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 24-24, appointing an emergency management coordinator to Greg Weasley. He's been operating that position with great deal of success. And we thank him for that. Keep him safe.
I see the mistake
But,
in the voting,
Any
in the
approval
voting.
block is got-
oh,
I'll amend that.
Yeah, maybe we should fix that.
Sorry about that.
That's not part of the resolution.
yeah,
No,
You don't need an amendment.
no, I'll fix it.
she puts,
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 24-25, appointing emergency management coordinator Greg Basil.
Second motion,
roll call please.
Commissioner Santicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Resolution 25-25, appointing animal control of South Jersey, that's Steve Salinas, for those who don't know, and animal control officers in the borough of West Cape, Maine.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 25-25, appointing animal control of South Jersey as animal control officers in the borough of West Cape, Maine.
Second motion,
Roll call please.
Commissioner Santicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 26-25, professional services appointment for municipal auditor Ford Scott and Associates. Can I have a motion?
Just one thing about the next several of these. All of these were put out with RFPs. So these were the people who actually won the bid.
Yeah, they've gone through the.
They went through the process fair and open. So that's how they were selected. So I'll make a resolution to approve number 26-25, professional services appointment for municipal auditor Ford Scott and Associates.
Second motion,
Commissioner Santicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 27-25, professional services appointment for bond counsel, McManaman, Scotland, and Bauman, LLC. These are the folks when we need to borrow money, they are the council that writes up the bond. The numbers up, 27-25.
He's missing it here.
I'm missing one.
You can have one.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 27-25, professional service appointment for bond counsel, McManaman, Scotland, and Bauman LLC.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 28-25, professional services appointment for municipal solicitor, Barry Crowder and Rossi. Again, I'm happy to continue our professional relationship with law firm Barry Crowder and Rossi, and consider it borough well served.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution number 28-25, professional services appointment for municipal solicitor Barry Corrado and Rossi.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santicello,
yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 29-25, professional services appointment for affordable housing administrative agent hiring rule associates. Just a note on these, professional services appointment. If these are, if this service is not used, we don't pay them any money. So until we make a phone call saying we need your help with something, there's no money going out the door.
So
So,
there's no retainer.
correct, there's no.
I wanted to make a comment on resolution 29-25. This company Google has been around a while, And I guess during the times when affordable housing was tough down here, a lot of questions, and it was a lot of unanswered questions. I think the previous administration had obtained the Yule rule. These same people had put a bid in for the master planner, and it was denied by this board. With that, with no confidence in the master plan, I have no reason to even have these guys around. Secondly, I like to say, we all join, we pay a monthly fee, an annual fee to the municipal league, New Jersey League of Municipalities, which is a wonderful organization. And with that, you get free service, free legal advice, free counseling, free co-advice. For example, the next resolution, they're gonna talk about Serenium, who is a phenomenal lawyer who gives lectures throughout the state on affordable housing. So because we belong to the league, we have this free advice, we have a free plan. And they also, I was told by DCA, the Department of Community Affairs, we have a free woman assigned attorney to Cape May County at no cost. So at this point, I think they've, they will need that one time, and to even keep them around this, I wouldn't even, there's no reason. There's no reason to have this rule, for any reason, for planner or administrator. They have two separate resolutions, so that's my opinion.
Okay, I guess we don't need any folks for the professional service agreements are for our municipalities specifically. Now, if you have general questions, the DCA, the League of Municipalities are a great resource, absolutely.
The League of Municipalities does not give legal advice to municipalities. They will discuss, in a general way, but anytime you deal with the League of Municipalities on a legal question, they say, we're not giving you legal advice. You should consult your counsel or your profession.
With the DCA, the Department of Community Affairs has an assigned attorney to all the counties throughout New Jersey.
Same thing. They are not authorized to give legal advice to the
So what are you saying, that they can't, talk to them is not good? Rather talk to you, I don't think they're attorneys.
You can certainly talk. I'm just saying that they are not, there's no attorney-client relationship between that attorney and the borough of West Cape May.
And it's
The same is true with Frank Marshall, the attorney, Frank just retired, but whoever the League of Municipalities Legislative Council is, that he is not counsel to the borough of West Cape May, and there is no attorney-client relationship.
Do we have the amount of monies we spent last year, 2024, with Yule Law Associates? Is there a fee out there? Or think we spent them?
Higher.
Not higher associates.
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know.
We spent $8,500 with hiring rule. I think an important thing to mention.
$8,500?
Yeah.
Waste of money. But we need, this town needs other things. We have an agenda going on. We need that beautification, like the street complete maps. There's way, way, way better money to spend on this company. They're not attorneys. They're planners. That's what we want.
I would just like to say for the record that I do think that it's very important that we have a professional service like Hire and Roll, because they make sure that the borough is statutory in compliance with all of our
Fortunately, I'm voting.
Jackie, if you ask questions and one of the borough employees wants to respond to them, let him or her respond.
Don't give me,
Don't talk over them.
I will learn from the best here.
Well, can you please finish what you were saying?
I just wanted to point out that the money that is used for Hire and Roll does come out of the COA fund, which is not funded by taxpayer. It's funded by the construction fees that are collected from the COA, the affordable housing.
Excuse me, let's get one thing straight, very clearly. The COLA money is from the taxpayers. The people who buy houses here and put additions on are paying a hidden tax bill of COLA. And they eventually live here and visit here or spend time here. So it is their money indirectly. To say it's not their money is not a good word. But they're very angry about this. People are very upset about this fees. And I can ask people in the room to come forward and I can get a list of people that are happy.
I was just trying to explain that it does not come out of the current fund. It is a separate fund that is not funded by the tax.
Yeah, and Jack, just to be clear, that those fees are required, we are required to collect them. It's not our idea that we should collect them. They get put in a separate trust fund. Okay, and if we do not use them in our borough, whether it's for administrative services, legal fees, helping a house become more affordable, or paying back the borough for lots that we are selling for this product, if it's not used, that money goes to the state. Just make sure you understand. Okay. Oh, and can I say one more thing?
Yes.
You made a comment regarding that we did not select hiring rule for the master plan. That was a totally separate, decision-making process, and you know, I talked to you about this a little bit. One of the things that we looked at when we hired the Pinomi is we had Remington and Ernie do the master plan in 2005, hiring people to the reexamination in 2015, and we thought, based on what they were offering versus what hiring rule was offering, and the fact that they are a different set of eyes, different people looking at our borough, it's obviously 10 years later than the last one was done, we wanted somebody to look at this completely differently, that didn't have a background. Hiring Rule knows a lot about our town based on their work with us on the affordable housing also. So that was part of the selection process that we had for Pinomi, just to be clear. It's not that we rejected Hiring Rule as a company.
You did reject it, they put it in, and we didn't choose it, they were cheaper.
Yes.
They were actually cheaper than the other company, so that is where they,
That's not a discussion.
Okay. So I'm gonna make a motion to approve resolution 2925, professional services appointment for affordable housing administrative agent, Hire Rule and Associates.
I'll second that motion. Have a roll call, please.
Commissioner Anson,
you know,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sampo.
Resolution 30-25, professional service appointment, Affordable Housing Council, Jeff Serenian and Associates. This is, we continue to need this council, but we handling the legal matters surrounding transfer of property on Willow Avenue. And again, no money goes out until we actually use them, so.
I just want to make a comment on the resolution 3035. This company, Jefferson and Associates, is a very good law firm, and I really, we should be fortunate to have such a law firm work for us on such a serious matter of affordable housing.
Right, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 3025, professional services appointment for affordable housing council, Jeffrey Serenian and Associates.
Second motion,
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anson,
yes.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sampo.
Yes. Resolution 31-25, professional services appointment for affordable housing planner, Hire Rule and Associates. Again, where's one bid received for the planner position, in the borough. We will need to do some work regarding our affordable housing obligations for the next, so they are the planner. Again, no money will go out unless we call them and ask them to be part of the discussion. Can I have a motion, please, for resolution 31?
Resolution 3125, again, the same company, different, two resolutions for the same company, that shouldn't be here.
Different
I don't
positions.
understand this, but, do they get a separate, can I ask one more, are they a separate bill for, as a planner and as a, administrator? Is there a separate bill for that?
Yes.
How much were they paying as planners, and how much were they paying as administrators?
I believe it's in the resolution. Okay.
Resolution 3125.
Lauren, do you have that information?
Yeah, it's right here.
What they paid or what the?
Yeah. The amount is in the resolution.
So in 2024, we actually did not use them. They didn't have like administrative agent fees. In 2023, it was $4,438.
So again, if we use them, if we need their services, we use them. If not, we don't pay them. So I'm gonna make a motion to approve resolution number 31-25, professional service appointment for affordable housing planner, hire Rule and Associates.
I'll second that motion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
No.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 32-25, professional services appointment for our municipal prosecutor Kyle Weinberg. Question about that? No, I will take a motion to.
Sure. I'll make a motion to approve resolution 32-25, professional services appointment for municipal prosecutor Kyle D. Weinberg Esquire.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 32-25, professional services appointment for Borough Public Defender Michael A. Sorensen Esquire.
Same thing, I'm gonna make a motion to approve resolution number 33-25, professional services appointment for Borough Public Defender Michael A. Sorensen Esquire.
The second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 34-25, professional services appointment for municipal engineer Anthony Chadwell of Remington and Vernon Engineers. And happy to have this resolution on the agenda. Remington and Vernon and Tony have served the borough well. And I'm looking forward to continuing that relationship.
A motion to approve resolution 34-25.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 35-25, professional services appointment for planning and zoning board engineer Anthony Chadwell, Remington and Vernon Engineers. Again, just continuing on with the scope of work that Tony, please do that.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 35-25.
The second motion to approve.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 36-25, professional services appointment for planning and zoning board solicitor Kim Lawrence LLC, that would be Rich King Jr. Esquire. Again, Rich has been serving in that capacity for I guess 3 or 4 years now, and he's doing a great job for us. It's appreciated.
Make a resolution to, a motion to approve resolution number 36-25, professional services appointment for planning and zoning board solicitor King Lawrence LLC, Richard M. King Jr. Esquire.
The second motion, resolution 36-25.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 37-25, professional services appointment for conflict solicitor Stefankowitz and Belasco LLC, Robert T. Belasco Esquire. Periodically, the borough finds itself, or I should say, their solicitor's office or our planning and zoning board solicitor may find themselves in conflict on a particular case or a particular matter, and we need to pull in a conflict counselor. So this is establishing who that person is.
Make a motion to approve resolution 37-25, professional services appointment for conflict solicitor by Stefankowitz and Belasco LLC, Robert T. Belasco Esquire.
Second motion to approve resolution 37-25.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 38-25, professional services appointment for Historic Preservation Commission solicitor, Barry Carlin Grossi.
Motion to approve resolution 30-25.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Anton,
Yay.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 39-25, appointing a risk management consultant, Lane County Municipal Joint Insurance. I was just saying that that's our insurance. And age, yes. Okay,
I see that.
yes, my apologies. Mentioning that. Can I have a motion to approve resolution 39-25?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 3925, appointing risk management consultant Atlantic County Municipal Joint Insurance Fund, which is Mike McLaughlin and Marcia McLennan Agency.
Just to make a note, just to, the names in the back.
I see it.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No,
Second
problem,
motion,
PJ.
second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santella,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Saba.
Yes. Resolution 40-25, appointing a media official for the Borough of West King. Rachel Schuman, is responsible for Facebook and Instagram pages, attending meetings. She's ill tonight, live streaming and reading and sending the press releases with the news.
I'd like to talk about this resolution. I believe last year was the first time we approved this person as a second year.
Yes, so we have heard.
Third and fourth.
Oh, it's.
Third.
Third. I was wondering, is there a monthly report that goes out to, the commissioners on what's being done in the meetings? I haven't heard too much about her or so, remember
What, you mean, what
what she does and, you know.
she's responsible for our social media posts. And,
So I think with Jack's, I have to understand what you're saying.
report on-
Yeah, I think, I mean, I had some questions on this also. I think I'm okay with Rachel doing what she does, but I think it's important that we sit down with her and outline what is exactly we want her to do on a monthly basis. And if we need to have a report, that's fine.
That's
And I actually would like to expand a little bit of what she does for that, which is create something kind of a communication for that.
It's kind of positioned certainly with social media being as influential as it is, are constantly evolving. So having to sit down and discussing roles and how it's changing. And again, social media platforms change from time to time too. It's in terms of what people are using and you know, it moves a little faster sometimes than I'm accustomed to looking at in terms of using it for municipal government. I mean, not too long ago, and old enough to remember, there was a time when you could tell public officials that all public officials would not even be on social media. And now it's an accepted means of communication with the public. You know, things change and we need to change with them, so.
Okay, well, I'm okay with this, I'm okay with this as long as we're willing to get together with them in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And you want to participate, okay, sure, okay, then we'll create a agreement. I'll make a motion to approve resolution 4025.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Santella,
Yeah,
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Saba.
Yes. Resolution 41-25, authorizing the renewal of shared services agreement with the services of a municipal court administrator with the city of Dayton. We have in place a shared services agreement with the city of Cape May for the position of court administrator. We're actually in the middle of that agreement. It renews no later than December 31st, 2027. But this is memorializing the agreement as we do that the organization. And then there's a 20% employee of ours. She's actually a West Cape May employee, spends 40% of her time in the city of Cape May. And was a job quite skilled.
so regarding resolution 4125, this person is employed by the West Cape May Borough. However, we do get reimbursed from the city of Cape May. Can we have some numbers here? I don't see
We
numbers
pay her
here.
salary, we pay 20%, we pay her whole salary, everybody versus 80%.
So,
Can't discuss people's salaries.
or do we,
I can send you the agreement, it's tiered per year again. I'll send you the agreement, Jack.
We're in the middle of the agreement.
I mean, the money comes back, so the money we pay them, so we pay the person, it's X.
Correct.
Is it whatever money is,
Reimbursed by.
you get reimbursed by the city of King, and where does that money go to? When it comes back, the general fund, or can we earmark that money?
So we do realize that money for the payroll for the position. The amount that Keene City reimburses the borough does include the salary and the benefits as well as the payroll taxes. So it's all seen for that use.
And what would be the benefit for us to have her as an employee, where she works, say, one day a week here versus the city of Cape May, and we reimburse them? Is there an advantage or a disadvantage?
I don't think they have the facilities.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever been in the, Cape May before? It's the basement of the city.
Anywhere.
Okay.
All right, I'll make a motion to approve resolution 4125, authorizing renewal of the shared service agreement for the services of municipal court administrator with the city of Cape May.
Second motion.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Sancho,
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Vic,
Yes.
Mayor Sabah.
Yes. Resolution 42-25, authorizing special event permits to Cape Island Democratic Club for their monthly meetings. This is, anyone with this facility is available to rent by any community organization, and this is the one we have. All right.
This is a resolution I'd like to talk about. It came quickly on Friday. I was able to do it over a weekend and it was not going on, but I am not comfortable with a political affiliation, whether Democrat, Republican, Green Party, Independent, Socialist Party, using our facility. And once, maybe, fine, but on a monthly basis, to basically become its headquarters. And that's what basically we're allowing. And I don't think we have the right to do that. We are nonpartisan government, given a partisan political affiliation, time to come here on a monthly basis, who don't allow all the people to come here. The only people that can join this organization are Democrats and independents, not Republicans and not anybody else. So I'm uncomfortable. We have a lot of places. I wrote Frank a letter. I'm not gonna read it, but there are 5 Democratic clubs in the county. And they all use, none of them use borough halls. They use old courthouses, libraries, senior citizens of Avalon, all three community halls are moving on. And I don't understand why they have to come here when we have a vacant building in the city of Cape May, a library that's vacant, doing nothing. We have a beautiful Franklin library that can be used for them. We have their own city hall as well as the convention hall. And then we have a thing called, because this is a consolidated group, Cape Island Democratic Club, there are 4 communities. There's West Cape May, City of Cape May, Plain and Lower. That's a lot of people. We could have 200 or 300 people here. Basically, everyone having a very large rally on issues that are political. Even though Frank Rebuttaling said he wasn't sure what they would say. In other words, I see no problem. Is Frank's last words. In other words, I see no problem here, so long as the borough makes the hall available to other political groups as well. And also that these places like Borough Hall, limited to always called designated unlimited public forums. So Frank, maybe you could elaborate more quickly
The
on
borough,
the legal spot.
the Borough Hall is public property, just like any of the other places where these clubs meet in other towns. And the fact that it's the Borough Hall rather than the library doesn't govern that, the appropriateness or not. You asked me to see the state statute that provides or allows political groups such as the Cape Island Democratic Club to use the West Cape May Borough Hall. I'll read the response that I sent you. Jack, there is no state statute that allows the West Cape May Democratic Club to, or the Cape Island Democratic Club to meet at Borough Hall. You're asking the wrong question. Nothing in state or federal law prohibits West Cape May from allowing the Democratic Club the use of Borough Hall. In fact, so long as it does so on a content neutral basis, the First Amendment and the New Jersey Constitution require the borough to make the hall available to the club. The same is true of all public property. That is why other clubs you mentioned in your email can meet in the historic courthouse, the Ocean City Library, the Applemont Senior Citizen Center. Those places, like the Borough Hall municipal, are what lawyers call designated or limited public forums, subject to the First Amendment's constraints. In other words, I see no problem here so long as the borough makes the hall available to other political groups that ask to use it and that comply with the procedural requirements for special events. That's my legal response to you.
You don't see that problem in the future, or can of worms open where other people can come here?
No,
I mean, that should be,
that's the borough commission's discretionary decision. If they want to say no, special events can't be held in the borough hall, then they can make that determination.
and what about can they use the fire hall next door if they had to?
They could.
Sure. I don't know where this came from, all of a sudden, this resolution from nowhere. I'm uncomfortable with it, and I'm not the supporter.
It came out of them submitting a special event application. Which you got.
Let me make a couple comments on this. I had some questions initially about it because of the nonpartisan nature of our town. However,
We're not weighing in on politics.
I'm not.
It's not politics, I don't think it's politics. I just want to, we're not weighing in on politics, it's a group requesting use of the meeting
Well,
space.
if you let me finish I will explain. I had that question. I read Frank's note. I understood the answer much better because it was explained very well. We don't have a right, if we have in our ordinances, the right for people to use this hall, anybody can come and apply to use this hall. Now, I'm gonna make another comment. In my looking at how our ordinance reads and what we charge for people to use this hall, the whole policy needs to be relooked at from how much it costs and security. And that will be taken care of. It has to be fixed. The fact that these people are doing this, that's all right, I have no issue with that. But we need to fix the way the policy reads for everybody to come here, and then I think we'll be okay.
To say it's not political is unfair. This is the acronym is in their title is the Cane Island Democratic Party. That's as political as you can get. To be a member, you have to be Democratic or Independent. And they want to use West Cape May Borough Hall as their headquarters. I wouldn't allow Republicans to do it, or the Socialists to do it, or the Independents to do it, or the Democrats. I feel it's unfair. This is not our hall, it's the people's hall. I think it's open to can of worms for future lawsuits and problems, and I'm not supporting this.
It would if we denied other groups the use of it. If you want to have a discussion at this time or a later time about.
I felt
Excuse me, about not having this hall available for any type of meeting, then we can have that discussion.
just for the record, I asked that this resolution be taken off the table. I didn't want us to talk about it tonight. I felt it should have been. It should have talked about it amongst ourselves and maybe report back the next meeting, but they wanted to rush it through. That's why we're talking about it. It's unfortunate. I just don't believe it should be honest. This is a reorganization meeting. And this is almost like pretending they're part of the reorganization of the West Cape May. It's, I don't like it at all.
Resolution to approve, a motion to approve this resolution 4225 authorizing special event permit. And I'm gonna again say that as a follow-up to this, we will meet within the next couple of weeks to look at the policy and how it's written from a security standpoint and how much we should be charging for people to use our facilities.
Just one more question. Frank, can you define the word you have written in response to me, content neutral basis?
Right.
Can you give me a scenario or something that would be done and said that would fall in there?
Well, the obvious one would be if the Republican, the West Cape May Republican Committee asked to use the hall, and the borough said no, that would be a content-based discrimination. That would actually be even worse. It would be what lawyers call viewpoint-based discrimination. Okay. But if, for example, a labor union asked to use the hall for a special event, and the borough said no, that would be a content-based discrimination. As long as it's open to everybody, regardless of the content of the speech that is going to occur in the hall, that's a content neutral determination. Clear?
Thank you.
Okay, so I have a motion and a second. Can I have a roll call, please?
Who's second?
That's it. Commissioner Ansel,
No.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Resolution 43-25, appointing Brent Ryder, Triad and Associates, frequently we become aware or they make us aware of grant opportunities to help defray the costs of projects that we have and that do their part.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 4325.
Second motion to approve resolution 4325.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Ansel,
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes.
Mayor Sabo.
Yes. Commissioners reports.
Yeah, I only have one thing. First of all, Happy New Year. Great to see everybody out here again. I know this has been a long meeting, but we just had a big storm this weekend, and I want to shout out to Greg Basil and Chief. I drove the town at 5 o'clock the night of the storm, and we could see the ground. And that's the best you can hope for after a storm. So I appreciate the work they did. They came in at 1 a.m, started salting. I know they've helped some homeowners out with some specific requests, which is fine. They were out there all day yesterday. They've been out there most of the day today, helping the county. There was some snow drifts on Bayshore Road. With the wind we have and the dry snow and lack of melt, we keep getting drifts. So they'll be out there again tomorrow. I just want to shout out Greg, who's in the back there. Thanks a lot for the hard work on that.
Thank you guys, and again, working in public safety, those cold nights are vicious, I don't miss them one bit retired. They're dangerous, police and fire responding, the delay getting to the calls. There's so much impact what this weather does to the people and the effects on the community, so, you guys are doing a great job in keeping those roads clean and safe, and the hydrants were cleaned out, and the roads were accessible is very important. I appreciate that. I'm not gonna do the yearly reports this meeting, I'll do the, next month, but the monthly for December, the, West Cape Volunteer had a, 20 calls, 2 drills, 222 total number 500 responding. Again, they do district calls, they respond to City of Cape May, West Cape May, Lower Point, they had 10 calls in our town, 6 in Cape May City, 3 in Lower, 1 in the Point. I had 10 alarms, an industrial accident I saw, they did a very good job. A person had got, I caught it by accident. An individual was working over on Sunset, they had a crane. And I think, thank God Greg went down there because the guy was like refusing medical assistance and they were able to pursue him to, get treatment. The ambulance came, he took further treatment. I'm not sure how he's doing, but that was exactly. Yourself and the police did a great job coordinating. We were, little things like that are big things, The water, even though it snowed, I think we're still in a emergency situation with we're just 3 weeks out of it. We're probably we're back to a warning. So on December 22nd, we were in a drought and then emergency, and with this heavy snowstorm, we're back. So we're still in a warning, even though all the snow and ice and water, we're still in a warning with the drinking water supply. City Cape May Police, West Cape May had 74 calls. They had 1 arrest of one DUI, and she was a belligerent to the officers. Again, things happen. Suspicious vehicle persons, there were 4 of those. They had 69 property checks, 88 miscellaneous calls, 34 motor vehicle stops, 14 tickets. 41 radar and administrative duty 76. So they keep them busy and they keep around town safe, which they do a very good job. You know, against smoking's big things, and it's important that these guys are on top of it. And nothing from the courts or anything like that, so I'm all good with that. Thank you.
Can I add something, Jack? Mind if I don't know if anybody here, noticed the big smoke coming out, a couple of days ago. There was a very large fire, 5 trailers in a trailer park, on Seashore Road in Lower, right outside of our town. And I'm gonna shout out Greg and his guys again. He's our deputy chief of the fire company. And they went out to the site. How many guys do we have out there? 5 or 6? 7 guys. Yeah, so I want to thank you guys, and, I mean, they're always there. There was a call last night, 2:00 in the morning. I mean, I live right near the fire, so I hear them. 2:00 in the morning, they're here, when we're sleeping, so thanks, another shout out to you guys, appreciate it.
Last but not least. Again, Happy New Year. We're taking a big deep breath right now. New Year's, I've never been one to nail down those resolutions too much. Exercising, well, all that good stuff. But I do want to recognize the staff here at the Borough of West Cape May. We have a number of shared services agreements, our chief, construction, all that, but we operate with a really bare bones, lean and mean staff here. Not so mean, but they do a great job. And what we do really well here is support each other. And then we've been thinking of the last couple of months when staff members have gotten sick and we need to cover the offices. It happens at our solicitor's office. Somebody's out sick, we need to cover, you need to shuffle and cover each other. We get great service from our professionals. It's appreciated. Developing these relationships over years. I think back to 2005 when this master plan was first done with Remington Vernon. I was telling somebody that was a day when the master plan was done and people were knocking on doors and we were taking surveys back then. But, talk about family, talk about community. We talk about neighbors, and that's what we have here in West Cape May. I want to continue to facilitate that, that feeling here. West Cape May is a special place to be. It's a special place to live. It's a special place to work. And I thank all of the staff, all of our professionals, for making it, all of those things. So, thank you. At this time, I'll open for public comment. If anyone from the public would like to come forward, please come forward and state your name and address for the record.
It's 304 Second Avenue.
No, back up off the,
Yeah.
there you go, no, still pick it up.
Just want to say, what Carol just said about living here, just want to congratulate anyone who had anything to do with the parade. The Christmas parade was wonderful. I'm talking through the eyes of the four-year-old grandson. Magnificent. And when you go outside the community, people all around heard about the parade here. So I know there are a lot of volunteer hours that go into that. It always seems like it's extra chilly that night, but I just wanted to thank everyone. It's wonderful. Thank you. Also, just a suggestion, when you're reading on the resolutions, I was following along my phone. They weren't posted on the webpage, so thank you, Teresa. Could they be posted on the TVs on the side? I mean, I think it would be good for data.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah.
And George, the sound at home is, when I'm not here, I'm watching it from you, so it is that.
Oh, so you sound better at home, you say?
Well, my wife's watching right now, so we'll see. But the sound, remember I had talked to you a while ago, it does seem like it's better. So I just wanted to give you some positive feedback. A couple of questions I have. The deferring the tax levy to the two schools, districts lower and our own school, I believe it's at 978,000 for lower and 683,000 approximately to West Cape May. Can you explain what that deferment means? Because I don't remember being in the school employee that was ever done when I was in schools in New Jersey, but if you can explain that and when that money is actually due. Thank you.
Quarterly, correct? Monthly.
Uh,
My apologies, monthly, and those bills come in every month. So whereas we're not making purchases here in the borough until we pass our budget, it's only necessary spending only at this point. So, but those bills have to be paid, so that's allowing us to pay those bills monthly, because
This is from the bills that were passed then?
this is still,
Going forward, okay.
yes.
So,
So this is allowing us, the money's there, like our budgetary money, we're collecting taxes every quarter. So the money is there, but, we can't spend all of the money until we pass our budget. But this is allowing us to pay that bill
okay,
in the meantime.
thank you. The other question I had was, with the water situation, the water contract. George, I think you were involved in the negotiation. Are we still in negotiations with Cape May? I know you can't talk about that too specifically, but if you could just give me an idea, is that an ongoing process? Are we
Yes.
asking for like a 4-year contract or a multi-year contract?
It's gonna be, it'll be multi-year.
Pretty much like before, the one that's expired.
There's some other things that we're looking at that I can't talk about at this point.
Okay. What, do you have a timeline when it has to be finished by? Contract negotiations?
Can't tell you.
I know the last one I did a 4-year deal.
The problem is it makes, until it's actually finished, it's hard to say, yeah, it's gonna last week or, and it may have something to do with what the negotiations are, so. That's all I can say.
Maybe you can answer this question, yes or no. Does it have to be with Cape May or can it be with another water supplier?
The only other water supplier that would be a potential possibility would be Lower, but it would be really difficult to do it that way. Well, they have Lower has a line for emergencies that goes to them, but the way it's sent, it goes directly to Cape May, so it's not like we can create our own desal plant and use it.
Now, will that be, you'll share that contract with the public once it's finished like the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm not trying to be obtuse, which is what I was gonna say. What movie was that? You're being obtuse. My cousin Vinny.
Sure.
Shawshank Redemption, thank you. I'm not trying to be obtuse, however, I can't talk.
I'm just
Is
curious.
that fair? This is correct.
I'm sure.
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Thank you. And one more thing, when you go out for bid for all these professional appointments, are you under any obligation to go with a low bid?
No, not with a professional services contract.
I know school districts, when they go out, they're obligated to go with low.
There are
bid.
certain exceptions to the competitive bidding scheme in professional services contracts will not.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wish to make a comment?
Hi, Jennifer Antonincello, 165 Leeming Avenue, West Cape May. Obviously, I am the wife of Commissioner Antonincello. I'm just here to make a public comment. I think that the painful recitation of the resolutions this evening were because since the last election that seemed to be tenuous and argumentative and combative, the three commissioners need to meet more on the personal, professional level than they are doing now. I am only an observer. I do not read emails. I just want to make a public comment that on December 31st at 9:30 in the morning, when I came here to visit my husband at his office, it was a personal visit, just like I came to visit him in the firehouse when he was a captain and an arson investigator in Jersey City. I have never looked at any documents. I don't look at any documents. I don't read anything. I just want to make that clear to everyone in this room. I am his wife though, and I think that I am allowed to come to his office to visit him on occasion with a cup of coffee or something like that. I request as a taxpayer, a full-time resident, and a wife, that the three of you sit down amicably and talk to each other and sit in the same room together and discuss these things so that the public does not have to sit here and listen to resolutions being explained and read and things that perhaps someone is confused about. Maybe the confusion can be cleared up way before a meeting so that all of us are not uncomfortable or combative or seem offended or offensive. Because sadly, when a new person is in town, right, when that new person is elected, they seem like the bad guy for asking questions. I am a teacher. I have been a teacher for 20 years plus. I am a mother of 4, a stepmother to 2. I've raised 3 of my brothers when my mother died at 25. I have dealt with children and adults my entire life. They ask questions. Questions are good. And when someone asks a question, there is no stupid question. So maybe the response can be polite and a teachable moment. Maybe it doesn't have to be so combative. Because I sit there tonight as the wife of one of the commissioners, feeling slightly attacked only, and that's secondhand embarrassment. So I would urge you in the future to be more loving, more affectionate towards all the members of this commission so that it does not look like a circus, a kangaroo court, I don't know what you want to call it, but at times it's slightly embarrassing. And not only to one person, it's actually embarrassing to almost all of you and us sitting here. And it's hurtful. And if we are going to be a community of people with under 1,000 electorates, then let's show compassion to all our people, all our constituents, all our commissioners. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
See if the microphone works. Can you hear me okay? Good evening, Raj Sullivan, 501 Bay Shore Road. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year, everybody. Before I have my comment on finances, I also want to comment what Carol said. I think she applied it's a good comment. First, 1 minute manager rule. You catch people doing something right, you tell them to your employees. I think it's a great way to start the new year. Another side note, it's great if you, for anybody else who gets up to speak, it's always a benefit on cold night that you're the third one using the seat. It's already warmed up for you, so it's wonderful. I would like to make this a positive note. I want to catch somebody doing something right. As a member of the West Cape May Taxpayers Association, I had the pleasure to meet with Frank Donato twice in the last quarter. And I wanted to say it was a pleasure. He was very open, interactive, and very amenable to giving a walkthrough of what happens, when, and why, as I think you folks have tried to do at each meeting. In particular, I did want to bring up one fact which was very helpful, and that is on cash management. When Frank and I met, we went through a couple of different things, and one of the things we realized is that when you look at all the various sources of funds coming in to the town, snapshot and moving picture, you've got things and our existing funds, things like we've got a tax reserve fund of probably $400,000, if I remember, surplus maybe $500,000, 200,000 coming in from cannabis, et cetera. During the course of time, it comes in and it sits there, some of it, before it goes out. So in this case, in the discussion with Frank, it was determined that there was some opportunities to do some tweaking with cash management. Case in point, if you're just using conservatively today, if you got $100,000 and you can invest it for a year, it's $4,000 to the taxpayer for every 100,000. If by chance, in an example, if you've got $500,000, the math is simple, 5 times 4,000, you got an extra $20,000 that's good. I'm just saying that in theory. So Frank, and by the way, to sit down with them was a perfect example of the collaboration between an expertise he might have, some background that I have, and other members in the group, be it a background with insurance, leasing equipment, et cetera. Mine happens to be somewhat in finance, et cetera. So my point here is three guys talking. You got a chance to express an idea. There was some grounds to follow up on it. Frank thought it was a great idea. So to the benefit of the town, there's some extra money that comes our way. So I think I did want to say both the person and the role it was really productive, interactive. And as well as I recall, I had a short sleeve shirt on, which we don't have now. So that was point number one. The other short statement or question, by the way, this was done on behalf of the West Cape May Taxpayers Association. The other question I had is concerning do we know as the town when the audited statements will come in for year end? I know, if I understand correctly from Frank, and it's been a while, I believe the state may complete the audit, or whoever, the audit has to be completed by December 31st. I don't know when that gets posted. I'm certainly not rushing that, but as I understand from Frank, whenever anybody, obviously by definition of a budget, there's plan versus actual, and you don't find out what the actual is till year end. So we might have a line item there for a certain example of an amount of money or a level of increase with your employees, and due to whatever happens during the year, that's the plan. On the actual side, you might have someone who leaves the job, they have to take a leave of absence, or whatever it is, that number could be less or it could be more. So I was just curious to see, in my first sitting down for the full year cycle of numbers, to just see what comes out at the end. And I didn't know, excuse me, in this case, I didn't know when that actually, the town gets it and when that might be posted. So I don't know if anybody knows that. If
So
not, sorry.
our auditors don't have the audit completed until usually June 30th. We're usually somewhere between May, they're on property, and then they finish it up for us in June. As far as what you're speaking of, like an in-house audit, we do examine every line item while we're making the budget for the coming year. So Frank and I have been looking at things since the beginning of December. We'll continue to finalize that. We'll have budget meetings. We'll meet with the commissioners. We get things that we talk to department heads. We put everything together and we see if maybe we have extra money in a line item that we might not need for the coming year.
Sure.
Maybe another one needs a little bit more. So that's something that Frank and I do as a department.
That's terrific. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's wish everybody good luck this year. Thank you.
Is there anyone else from the public who would like to make comment?
Ellie McDevitt, 219 Third Avenue. This is not a comment, it's a question, because I think I'm laboring under a misunderstanding. I understood that our form of government here doesn't permit you, three of you, to get together for a meeting, because if you do, then you have to declare that as a public meeting. Do I misunderstand that? Am I?
No, we don't. That's only if, decisions, or if we decide to have a vote and make a decision on something. We
Okay,
can certainly have conversations and flush things out. collaborate, you know. And said, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? That's best practice as far as I'm concerned. But nothing, there would be no, none of the things that you see us take action on at the meeting are previously decided. Those votes are cast here at an open public meeting.
But you are permitted to meet and discuss.
Absolutely in the office.
Yes, I always thought that was a great invitation. I didn't understand. All right,
Yeah.
thank you. That was all.
Jeremy Longo, 318 Third Avenue, Westgate, Maine. So, one thing I'd like to say about Teresa, she made a very good comment on the November 9th meeting that we had at the firehouse when we talked to the DCA. And what I learned about it was, and I was a political science major, so it's a shame that, and I thank Teresa for bringing that to my attention. So we have an unusual type of government measures. And the one thing that came away with it was the potential look at seeing if there was a more responsive form of government to the residents and taxpayers. Doesn't mean that it's going to be, doesn't mean that people that are serving on the commission wouldn't be holding the same positions, but it's the operating document. And the one thing that concerns me is that I take umbrage to say that the top vote getter in the 2023 election wasn't materially harmed, but yet he has been because of the commission form of government. Nothing that you commissioners did, but it's the commission form of government that doesn't reward the top vote getter with the position it should be had. The other thing that I find offensive is that we don't vote directly for the mayor. The last time that there was a position was US senators with the 17th Amendment in 1930, where they voted for, actually the state legislatures voted for who represented the state. This was a commission form of government developed by Woodrow Wilson in his final year as governor before he became president. It combines the executive, legislative, judicial, and administrative, which goes against both the New Jersey state constitution as well as the US Constitution. That was the reason we took it upon ourselves to look and talk to the DCA. There's been comments made individually that it's personal. It's not. We live in a constitutional representative form of government. And I find it offensive that we cannot vote for the mayor in Westgate Bay. I also find it offensive that we don't have a system of checks and balances or a separation of powers. And therefore, there are two forms of government we're looking at. And we'll go through the proper process democratically, done by a vote, either by a charter study or by a petition. So I wanted to go on record tonight that it's not personal against you, Commissioner Sabo, you, Commissioner Dick, you, Commissioner Antonicello, but I will ask, somebody explain to me what it says that there is no chief executive in Westgate Bay, but we call it a mayor. Yet in one of, and I've got the chapters here, where it says that the person that's the presider of the commission is the president of the commissions. It's very confusing to outside bodies. When a person's called the mayor, they think we're a mayor council form of government. We are not. We are a commission form of government that we have three co-equals. Yes, there was one that presides over the meeting, but there are things And everything's legal, by the way. That's what's frustrating to me. We live in a representative democracy. And I would hope someday we can have it here at the municipal level. Thank you for listening to my comments.
Is there anyone else from the public who would like to make comment? Wishing to speak, I'll take the motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, everyone.
Second motion to adjourn.
Sorry. I am.
Thank you.
Weighing in on
Commissioner Antonello,
Yeah.
Deputy Mayor Dick,
Yes,
Mayor Finger.
yes.
Thanks, Chief.